It's way past time to have my friend Kevin McNeese on for our readers at Breakout. Kevin is the founder and president of New Release Today and New Release Media based out of Boise. Uh, Full disclosure, I've been friends with Kevin for some time, and it's been out of admiration and inspiration that I've followed his work for what, 25 plus years, I think, Kevin. And
Quite a bit.
yeah, yeah,
That
we're
makes
here
us
to
old.
talk about the We Love Awards.
Yes.
And this is the vision and inspiration of Kevin, and he has built this into something very special. And so I want to talk to you, Kevin. I want to introduce you to our group. And I'm just so thankful you've done this and you've stuck it out. Building anything like this takes perseverance, and what you've created is special. So, welcome and tell us about the We Love Awards.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. We've had a fun run. 14 years running now. In fact, I see kind of behind you that little blue teardrop trophy
Yep.
from year one.
And the other
Um,
one right there.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So you were part of this kind of from the beginning, and thank you for seeing the vision there. And it's definitely been just fun to see it evolve and change year to year and do something different while also engaging Christian music fans with kind of a different look of the breadth and depth of what Christian music offers than kind of what they're getting somewhere else. So, we kind of went out to create an award show. And the first question was, do we need an award show in Christian music? We got the Dove Awards. Caleb Fan Awards did not exist. They came out a year after we first started, but Dove Awards is kind of it. Do we need something else? And we thought pretty quickly, as we saw the industry start shifting more to independent artists and just expanding to more and more music that wasn't getting recognized, we kind of came out of that conversation very quickly with a resounding yes, and we think we can do something different. By the fans, we're all fans first at New Release Today, and for the fans to give them the voting power, not a bunch of suits and offices, but give the fans the voting power to kind of choose the winners in each category. And so we just went for it. And we can talk about the history a little bit and where it's evolved and where it's changed, but it's been a really fun ride.
Well, I think the word that I like what you just said was independent, because of course the Dove Awards, and full disclosure, I was on the GMA board, so I understand how that works, but it's an industry event.
Mhm.
And then K Love, while it does reach out to its fans, it's really a radio community and not music community. It's that
Mhm.
radio station. So what you've done is you've really put the power back into where I think Christian music's going. Independent artists, complementing the traditional record label model. But who's going to speak for and with those artists? It's the fans. It's the fans everywhere. They could be in London. They don't need to be in Nashville or Dallas, right? And I think that's the true power of the We Love Awards. If you want to know who is reaching the hearts of listeners, I look at the award winners at We Love Awards, because to me, that is the clearest filter to what's moving hearts out in the world. So now, so
Yeah.
we have the next one. Voting just ended on February 20th, but
Mhm.
the next one is March 22nd, I believe. Tell us what we can expect.
Yeah, we're doing kind of a different year as we always do. And so this year is a pre-recorded special that we're putting together. We're going to be broadcasting live on YouTube on March 22nd. I think it's like 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and then, it'll be available on demand. And we're currently putting it together because music is always last minute. We work with lovely artists. They're like, when is my deadline? We'll go ahead and push that a couple weeks. And so that's fine. We're all kind of rushing right now to kind of put all the things together. Hosted by Rhett Walker, which we're super excited about.
That's
Rhett
great.
is just a great friend of ours. He actually hosted 4 years ago for us and did a killer job. So we invited him back. We've got probably a dozen performances that'll be exclusive to the special. And our whole thing, the whole reason why we want to get together, and I think this does make us a little different as well, is we want to celebrate all of the nominees, not only just the winners. And so, yeah, we'll announce the winners and who the fans voted, but really our focus is, okay, you're gonna know some of these. These are like the, A-level artists. It is fan voted, which also means anybody can win it, but there will always be the popularity contest to kind of push through a little bit. And so, you're going to recognize some of the winners for sure, and they're going to come on and give your thanks, and you'll see them. But I'm also excited that we focus on artists that you don't see anywhere else, that maybe you haven't seen live. They're not on A-level artists or, tours like Winter Jam. They're not going to show up on the Dove Awards stage, not because they don't deserve to be there. It's just packed for kind of a lot of the A-listers. And so if you're really wanting to dive a little bit deeper into Christian music and experience some new artists that are making killer great music, this is going to be a show you're going to walk away from with dozens of new artists to add to your playlist and listen to.
No, you're so right, Kevin. But one thing that I really love what you did is called your Mainstream Impact Award.
Yeah.
And I think that reflects a part of our industry that a lot of people don't talk about. Tell us about the Mainstream Impact Award.
We've had this since year one, and sometimes our categories ebb and flow. This year we have 13, and we're focusing on songs. Last year we had 24. We focused on albums and artists. We'll have categories that come and go. Like we had best COVID video in 2021, where all the artists couldn't really get out, so they were making all these weird videos. And we've had best Lecrae collab in a couple of years past, but Mainstream Impact Award has always been an anchor of what we've done, because I believe we need so many more artists of faith in culture who aren't making what we would define and consider Christian music. Um, and we also want to encourage Christian artists to break through culture as
Hmm.
well. And so there's both and in this category. So you have artists like Sarah Reeves, who's well known as a Christian artist, but is moving more into pop. We This year we nominated an artist called Caleb Hiles, who does just incredible rock artists with mainstream partners, but he's not really signed to Christian music. Alex Warren and Jelly Roll are two artists that you go deeper into their content. You're like, wait, why are we celebrating this at a Christian music awards show?
Yeah.
And they're incredible artists of faith doing some really great things and calling out Jesus's name in interviews and award shows and in articles. And so I believe in the journey of faith, very much so. God doesn't look for perfection in me. He doesn't look for perfection in Jelly Roll. Um, and that guy is bringing a lot of people into the kingdom in as he processes through his faith out loud. So yeah, we're celebrating Mainstream. NF and 21 Pilots are two other artists that we've nominated this year in that category.
See, I love that. And I think it is the true reflection of where this industry can go to touch hearts. Because that's the impact we're looking at, not spins, not where they chart. How is this impacting people eternally, right? One thing
Yeah.
that we've done at Worship Road Radio that I'm going to plant a seed on, a lot of people are doing, a lot of Christian artists are doing covers. And I
Mm,
like the feel of how that cover reimagines the lyrics and creates it into a Christian kind of impact. As you know, Corey Asbury did a whole album of covers. And so
yeah. It's
if you
beautiful.
ever get there, I'd love to see who did the best cover from a Christian by a Christian artist. So
We've actually had that category one year,
have you
but that
really?
would be fun. That would be fun to bring back for sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think it's becoming more and more
True.
regular, which I love.
Yeah.
Um, how can our readers find and tune into the We Love Awards this year on March 22nd?
Yeah, just go to weloveawards.com. That's probably the easiest place to go to. We'll be embedding the video there. We'll probably have the show uploaded 4 or 5 days before it premieres, so you can always go to YouTube and find it. It's going to be at our New Release Today page. And so youtube.com/new release today, or just find our brand page on YouTube. And that'll be the only place. So we're not streaming it anywhere else, but everybody has access to YouTube. And so it's really
Yep.
easy to kind of go find.
Well, I'm excited for it. I'm certainly going to be there, and I know that a lot of our readers will as well. Kevin, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your relentless work on behalf of this industry. And I just count myself as fortunate in partnering with you. So thanks again.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you.